How's it going, everyone? Today we're talking about what a switch is. And this is one of those things where you've probably heard the term a bunch of times, like router, switch, modem. It all kind of gets grouped together, but they're actually doing different things. So a switch is a device that connects multiple devices together inside the same network. A computer, a printer, maybe a console or a server. Whatever it is, the switch is what lets those devices communicate with each other. A switch doesn't just send data everywhere. It's not like blasting information out to every device and hoping it gets there. Every device on a network has something called a MAC address, and that's just a unique identifier for that device. So what the switch does is it keeps track of those MAC addresses and which port each device is connected to. And over time, it builds what's called a MAC address table. So if your computer wants to send data to, let's say, a printer, the switch looks at the destination MAC address, it checks its table, and then sends that data only to the port where the printer is connected. Not to everyone, just where it actually needs to go. And that's a big deal because older devices like hubs would send data to every single device on the network, which creates a lot of unnecessary traffic. Switches fix that. They make things faster and more efficient. Now, there are different types of switches. You've got unmanaged switches and managed switches. Unmanaged is pretty straightforward. You plug things in and it just works. There's no setup, no configuration, nothing like that. Managed switches give you more control. You can configure traffic, set rules, monitor what's going on. So in larger networks, that becomes really important. Now, when data moves across the network, it's broken into pieces called frames. Each frame has a source and a destination MAC address. So when a switch receives a frame, it looks at the destination, checks its MAC table, and then forwards that frame to the correct port. If it doesn't know where that device is yet, it sends the data out to all ports except the one it came from. That's called flooding. And yeah, that sounds inefficient, but it's temporary. Once the device responds, the switch learns where it is. And from that point on, it sends data directly. So the network kind of improves itself over time, which is actually pretty cool. Switches also support full duplex communication, so devices can send and receive data at the same time. They don't have to take turns. And that's another reason they're faster than older tech. Now, one thing that confuses a lot of people, a switch does not connect you to the internet. That's the router. The switch stays inside your local network. It just manages communication between your devices. And a lot of home routers actually have a switch built into them, which is why you see multiple Ethernet ports on the back. But in bigger networks, you'll have dedicated switches, sometimes a lot of them. So if you take anything away from this, it's this. A switch connects devices inside a network and sends data only where it needs to go. That's it. Did that make sense? If you've got questions, let me know. And yeah, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, Floppy Tech loves you.